a lake. If you get your wings wet, you won't be able to get out.
Right. So I'm gonna go back to Bert.
Okay.
Tell him there's a bunch of...
As you're turning around to go look up, you look forward to the back of the cavern. And about maybe a good 10-15 feet away, you see what seems to be a large man-made altar with some scratches on it.
Underground?
You can only see scratches. It's probably about a good 15 feet tall. And you see a large, flat stone... Like, it looks like a big, large, probably 10 by 10 stone wall of marble. And in front of it, a statue.
Windlings have torches too.
Wait. Alright. The termites, like, are they off in the distance, or are they, like, in the
They're all
cavern
over. You're in the
itself?
middle of their colony.
Oh. Are they active?
They don't seem to be disturbed specifically by you. They're going around doing what seems to be, lack of a better way, natural business.
Are they, like, in mass around the thing?
No, the thing actually, none of them are touching.
So I'm gonna go over to the altar.
You're going towards what you first mistaken as an altar, you actually identify as a large statue, about 8 feet tall.
Alright, what is the statue of?
The statue itself is of a very tall windling in a you think it's a windling. You can't tell because the face is turned around her shoulder.
Okay.
So it's like she's looking over her shoulder towards the wall behind her. The wings, from what you can see, the pattern is very distorted. You're not able to see it very well with your focus right now. She seems to be in what looks to be robes, very humble robes. The granite or marble or whatever is very white, and the cloak of the robes themselves goes over the head. You don't know what she is looking at or what her face looks like from this angle.
Okay. So So she's looking behind her.
Yeah, looking over her shoulder.
And there's a
her
wall.
hands look to be what maybe was... there's something that obviously was in her hands, but it's gone. You would guess that it's the type of way that you would hold a baby. Or cradle something.
So, like, would the... No, that's not the right app. How big is she?
About 8 feet tall.
There's no possibility of, like, the baby being the totem, right? Like...
No, it wouldn't fit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go around to get a better view of her face. And So she's looking behind her, and I can't see what she's looking at.
As you go around the actual totem, you're being cautious to make sure no termites are even touching any of the actual marble. You can roll perception right now. You don't have to roll astral sight, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Come on.
As you are approaching to look around her face, you get a better look at the marble on the back, and you can see something familiar about the way the marble is constructed, but you can't tell what. And then you turn around and look at the face. The roll that I rolled just now was your willpower, and you managed to hold back a gag as you see the eyes visibly gouged out of this beautiful statue. The statue obviously wasn't built this way. The eyes are gouged out, and all you see is small little markings across the entire face. The entire bottom half of her jaw has been marred up and removed, showing spikes going inward on each one of her teeth that used to be smiling. It appears as if the top of the roof of her mouth has been gouged out, and spikes are coming out of the hole as well. The entire face, everything about it that used to be beautiful and probably welcoming seems to have been marred and assaulted. As you turn around instinctively to try and hold a gag reflex, you look at the wall. Roll to willpower.
What is on that wall?
Oh god.
Immediately, all of the lines that you see on the wall immediately start glowing in their own little ways. The pattern on this matches the exact pattern that is on the totem up above. You hear a voice in your head.
Oh, great.
You're hard. Sorry. That's what the voice sounds like? Oh, wow,
Nope,
kinda
not at
creepy.
all.
No.
Oh my god, the voice is Timmy's humming! Oh,
I think the
it's not that bad!
I think
No!
the intro theme to Aliens is awkwardly fitting right now. I should go start listening to that actually. Except I can't, because I'm recording.
Produced by Mystic Armor.
Use
Damage?
Yes.
Kablam.
Wow,
Shoot.
well, luckily you're probably not going to go unconscious, so... Okay, never mind. I didn't realize...
You immediately fall down and land into the folds of her actual statue arm.
Oh! How convenient.
Or the robes on her over her back. You land in one of the folds.
Okay.
Bert,
Yeah?
you've been waiting for about 5 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm going to go up and get the rest of the group real quick, and say, Connie hasn't come back up. I think something may have happened. We're going to need to get down there, and there is a lot of things down there. I saw with heat vision, because I'm a dwarf. So, we're going to have to do something about this. Everyone that can fit into this hole, we need to come down here, or we need to make the hole bigger.
Nobel looks up and says, we've got a problem.
Oh, God, what?
She looks around, pointing towards the 3 different spires, well, the 2.5, really. It's approaching night. We've got to get out of here.
Connie! I know how you feel, but I know how I feel. So, please get your ass in this hole.
She looks around. First and foremost, as a note, the majority of your group items were left back in town with the pack mule and the rest of it.
What items exactly?
No, like the group pack mule items.
Yeah.
Like food and stuff?
Everything that
Well,
was,
the majority of that, you got enough rations for 2 days.
Okay, well, we've got to go down there regardless.
We can't camp down there, though.
What did you see?
There's a lot of heat signatures. It's probably either a termite burrow or something like that, animals or something are down there.
Okay.
Your torch is also in water down there. It might be a lake. Don't know about that, actually. We might be careful.
Wait, what, did you just drop it on the ground?
Well, actually, basically, I dropped it down the hole, and then it landed in water. It went out.
What hole?
What, a hole?
There's a
You
hole
want us
down
to
there.
go into a hole?
Yes!
She looks around at all of you, worried. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't go into a hole.
You sure?
She looks... I'll leave it up to you, but I'm not going down there.
Oh, damn it, Nappa.
Well, can we go down this hole, first of all? Is it even possible?
Probably, yeah. We can... probably make it down that hole. It's no problem.
I can't.
The torch only dropped, for 7 seconds straight. I don't think it's that far down.
She blinks. She looks over at your brother. Is he really this stupid?
No, I'm panicking!
And then she looks at you, looks at your arm, and then looks back at you. She turns around and looks to the obsidiman. Are they really this stupid?
I'm not going to answer that question.
She nods. I'm not going down there.
But we can't leave Connie in a hole!
If she went into a furnace of fire, I might consider going in there to get her out. I'm not going to jump down, who knows, 60 feet into what could be a lake. And hope...
Okay,
here's a fair trade.
Fine then, we'll dig down there! Someone's got a shovel, right? We'll make stairs!
Wait, actually, I believe one of us does have a shovel.
Good!
Which
I'm
one
not
of us
kidding.
has the shovel?
I'm not. I think it's actually Burrito who has the shovel.
No, it's
I have a
on the
shovel.
pack mule.
Oh, okay.
Do you see the shovel?
Fair enough.
Do you have a shovel? Anyone have a shovel? We can something.
As a side note, there's no way we're going to be able to dig that deep anytime soon, especially with night falling.
Okay,
Gifted,
fine,
Is
fine,
there
fine.
any way for me
Here-
to do that privately?
No, don't
Okay.
worry.
Fine then, fine. What we'll do then is we'll camp here.
Does anybody else have a
Okay, well,
torch?
we'll camp here.
We're
We'll camp
camping
here and
in
we'll
the
wait for
middle
Connie.
of these mounds.
Nobel looks very cautious regarding the camping, but she plants her feet into the ground. That I'll work on.
Okay, if she's not back here by morning, then we'll
She
have to
looks at you.
continue.
We will not survive till morning.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, well, we're
She
surrounded
points her
by...
sword at the two other spires. They're going to find a way around your little... They will come, and when one of them comes, the rest will.
Fine then. We can set up the fences. How enclosed is this space that we're in, Gifted?
It's
Not as
probably about 2 trolls by 2 trolls.
Okay, so do we have anything to work with to block up the place?
Wood.
Okay, we'll block it up with wood.
Dot.
The giant things that, burrow
Okay,
through
They're
wood.
afraid of fire. We put some firewood around the area and light it. They'll not get in.
And that'll last forever, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Nobel
Well-
shrugs and says it's not a bad idea.
Good.
Not
See?
a horrible one, just
But-
that it won't last us
But what do
forever.
we do when we're ready to leave?
Well, we probably run. That's
Through the
usually the
fire.
best idea I can think of. Oh no, there's not going to be fire all around us. You're retarded. They're not going to surround us on fire. That sounds stupid. It's just going to be like
She
little
nods-
bonfires.
She nods and starts kicking down the walls.
Good. So, okay, we'll set up 4 bonfires around us. One north, east, south, and west. We'll wait here in the center, where the hole is at. I'm pretty sure nothing can get up it. Probably.
You still have my axe.
Oh, Myrbasalt, take your axe
Nobel
back.
just starts going right into the plan.
Okay then, cool. I'll start chopping down wood with the axe then, instead of giving it back to Myrbasalt.
Oh. I'm gonna stand and watch then.
How about you? You have swift kick. Kick it
What are
down.
you gonna do? I'm gonna watch everyone else work.
Yep.
I'm gonna kick stuff down.
Actually, no. I'm gonna start searching my pack for something useful. I have no idea actually what I have in my pack currently.
Oh, yeah,
other
and I have like this gigantic arm that I can tear stuff up with. So yeah.
After we get everything set up, we'll have a quick break. We'll have a quick food break if we can, and then we'll prepare for the oncoming battle.
I just realized
As
we're gonna
all of
make
you are
4
preparing,
bonfires. We're gonna
You're
make-
in the middle of making bonfires. As at one point Connie flutters up slowly from below.
Oh, hey.
Okay, then cool. We don't have to set up anymore. You can camp somewhere else.
She looks like hell.
How much hell?
Monopoly
A
and
giant
candlelight.
spike of bones is sticking out of her back between her wings.
Okay, I drop what I'm doing in physician.
You don't know how to remold it back.
Well, I've got to do something. Physician.
Go ahead and roll.
Physician, away!
You are successful. What's your rank?
Rank 3. I'm a rank 3 physician.
All right, Rashku, you get plus 3 steps on your next recovery test.
Gotcha.
So, let's leave.
You are now in the early stages of night, and you've managed to pull off 3 of the 4 bonfires and a few smaller fires on the outside perimeter of the house.
Okay, I asked Connie what she saw down there. So, Connie, what'd you, see down there?
So,
Go ahead, say it.
there's a lady, a giant statue. She's a windling, and she's in robes, but...
You can talk normal, by the way.
Okay.
You're not dying.
I'm not mentally scarred by this. So there's a lady down there. I think she's a windling. I'm not sure. She's in robes. Her head was turned, so I went around to look at the other side. There's a bunch of termites down there, but they weren't near the marble pedestal that she was on at all.
What did you turn around and see?
Yeah, you're jumping everywhere.
Her face was very... I can't describe it. No.
Okay, what about
okay.
the wall?
So then I heard voices, and I looked at this wall, and then I fell down, and I'm here.
Okay,
Okay,
anything
that's
specific?
The wall, the totem and the wall were connected somehow.
Okay, so we do have to go down there.
I was down there, and the termites were just doing their business. Like, they didn't mind that I was down there, but I wasn't, like, on the ground with them. There's definitely water, and the torch fell beneath the surface of the water, but I can't tell how deep it is.
Yeah. Well, what was the textures of the wall in the statue? What was it made out of? Because if it's just dirt, then, I don't really know where to go from there.
It's not dirt, it's stone.
Okay, can I use Care lore to see if it's part of any Cares in this area?
What's your question?
Was the statue built in any Cares in the nearby area? From the knowledge that...
Go ahead and roll.
Probably gonna need a great roll.
You don't know anything about that.
God damn it, Nappa. Okay then, well, I'll try again later then.
Nobel sits and says, well, we're pretty much set up to be here as long as we need. She looks around. We weren't told to investigate it too hard, just to find out some information and go back.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to go back down there at this point, and I don't want any of the rest of you going down there, because at least not right now with the small group that we have. I don't want you to get awake all the termites and then get mobbed by 80,000 termites. I don't know how many were down there.
Right now, that tunnel is too small for basically the majority of us to fit down there anyway, so... And also the drop is pretty steep. What I suggest we do is... We don't have to necessarily stay here all night, but we should probably make our way to the Care tomorrow. Or as soon as possible, really.
Are we safe here? Do we need to go somewhere else? What's the situation?
Termites.
Nobel picks up a stick of wood with some fire and points out to the direction beyond one of the bonfires. You see 2 termites standing at the edge of the light. Wood. And what are we going to do? Run with torches in the middle of the night? On the plains? Motions out to the distance. That's a giant beacon of come get us.
Yeah.
Well, his grin is pointing around at all the bonfires. This is bad enough.
Yeah, well, leave 2 of us on watch then, I suppose, and just take shifts.
So what exactly is this wound gifted?
It is a large spike of your bone
about to
readjusting
take
out
my
your
shower
back.
and then head to bed, actually.
All actions. What?
I'm sorry. Not you.
Okay. All actions are -3 steps. It is a magically inflicted wound.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I expected you to have more of an unconscious rating, to be honest with you. I guess you took damage from
I
Astrocyte a
was
bunch.
straining
so.
the shit out of myself. Never made a recovery
Yeah.
check before. Wait, how much damage did I take?
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had no damage on me before that, I would have been fine.
You have another recovery test, so whenever you can use it, plus the steps.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, yeah, so we're taking shifts then. For sleeping and stuff.
Okay. There's 5 of us.
Yeah. I'm guessing it'll go 2-2-1 then.
Yep.
Who wants to go first on the watch?
I'll go.
Okay, you and...
Me.
Okay, cool. Nobel and Connie can take the second shift then, and I'll take the last.
Alright. First watch, the amount of, it seems like you get about 6 or 7 termites watching from a distance. One of them gets brave enough to approach the fire enough to try and attack the air nearby it with its pincer and then immediately scurry back. As the watch ends, and there's not much more to be said, nearing the time when you're waking up a commotion happens outside, and you look over and notice that the termites found something else wanting to get close, and immediately many of them turn their attention to go attack it. Still 2 or 3 of them are watching you, though. As the watch proceeds, you notice that a few of them apparently are bored or go back into the hive, leaving about 3 or 4 out here.
Do I get a recovery as well as a sleep?
Yeah, you can recover test.
During the
Plus
first
3
watch,
steps. Plus
During
3 steps.
Yeah?
during the first watch, I talked with KDrac quite a bit
Okay,
about my observations.
gotcha.
So, you recover the rest of the damage then.
Right, and now I just have to get rid of the wound eventually.
Physician, bitches.
Now, during the second watch, you find almost like 1 or 2 of the termites going away as 1 or 2 return. So they're cycling a watch of sorts on you. Or rather, the fire is what you would guess. Nobel takes some time and she starts looking at your wound, more out of concern. But something unusual happens during the watch. It happens suddenly, and you don't know. You immediately... It makes you jump, but then nothing happens. As you're sitting near Mack, and where Mack is sleeping, the arm where Mack's totem is immediately just starts to shift and move over, and Mack's hand immediately goes and lies on your leg, not threateningly, just it's like it wanted to cover you.
Aww.
Oh.
Wait, whose leg?
Mine,
Connie's.
and the actual gauntlet arm.
The gauntlet arm.
Can I look at it with astral sight?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, wow. How unexpected.
You look at it and you do not see the pattern of the thing.
It's got a higher defense than that wall.
All you can see is the little bit of pattern that you can see is very... You immediately start closing your eyes. It's very almost strainful for you to look at.
Okay.
There's something very uneasy about it, very alien. And that's only because you have to look so closely at it through the fog of the corruption.
Okay.
Okay, so my watch then.
As that watch ends, Nobel, incredibly paranoid, immediately takes a stick and was thinking about trying to prod it off of you, but thinks better of it from memory and puts the stick down.
I asked her if this had happened to anyone when Totem was in possession of the thing.
She shakes her head. No. It only did what it could to protect Totem. This looks like it almost wants to protect you.
That's probably not a good sign.
Nobel shifts her eyes looking at the bones sticking out of your back, making sitting very uncomfortable, by the way. She nods slightly. The rest of the watch seems uneventful. The consistency of the termites hits about 2 or 3. That's when third watch starts.
Okay,
Bert?
so then me.
Alright, who's up with you? Anyone? No one?
Just me.
You watch, and as it gets to about the middle of your watch, the sun's probably going to come up within the hour. You notice that it's pretty much down to one termite watching and looking over all of the fires. Whatever threat you presented in the beginning, it looks like they are not seeing much of an issue with you now.
Okay. Good.
Rest of the watch comes up, and it's approaching sunrise.
Okay. I guess, should I wake everyone then?
Now would be the time.
Okay, I go and wake everyone.
Waking everyone. All of you are almost slightly surprised as how the scene in the morning rising sun, it just seems so much different than you expected the night before. All you see is one termite watching from the distance, and as all of you are moving, it almost doesn't even see you past the fire.
Oh yeah, now that I've slept, can I position not position? Can I care lore to see if that that thing is carry like and stuffy?
What is your question?
Is the statue or wall part of a nearby care? Is that accepted?
Go ahead, roll.
Okay, just as bad as before. Okay.
You don't know.
Nothing. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I tried.
All of you are up, by the way. You can roll a recovery test as need be.
Okay. So I have to go to 0, and then I have to... How do I remove the wound, effectively?
You will not be able to remove the wound right now.
Okay.
Oh, what about my wound?
You can try to remove your wound.
Okay.
You will have to roll a recovery test above your wound threshold.
Oh, interesting.
Not that difficult.
However, it accumulates, so keep track of the number.
Okay. Well, I'll roll. Okay.
What's your
higher
wound
than
threshold?
12.
So you need to roll a 5.
Yep.
No.
I'm going to write that down in notes.
You could recovery test again.
As you're getting up, you can
Not
roll your
going to.
second recovery test if you want.
Okay then. Well,
Yeah, I mean, you've got some time getting ready. Oh yeah, you.
Well,
Okay.
I healed my 4 damage.
Oh,
Oh,
fantastic.
okay. And for now, yay!
If I
All of you
positioned
getting
him,
up, and
would it fix his arm gifted if I positioned TME?
Wait,
No.
you did position me already, though. You already...
Yeah, I did.
yeah.
I know, but I
So
want to
as,
try again. Doctor.
As all of you are getting up, Nobel reaches over and grabs two sticks and makes makeshift torches out of them. She walks forward as if brandishing them like swords.
Nobel, I don't think that seems very necessary.
She looks over and says, "Would you be willing to put your life on that?"
She has a point.
Probably, actually, probably.
I just look at Nobel and kind of nod.
She
So
walks
are we
forward.
heading to the care, or are we going to the city again?
She looks over her shoulder. Like hell, I'm going down there.
You're not going to the care? Sure.
She shakes. We know how to get back here later. We've got
I
some
agree.
important information. We should figure out what we should tell the rest.
I agree.
Maybe
I
they've
agree.
found something that makes sense of this in the library.
More than likely.
Yes, that's okay though.
And she points to each one of you with one of her 2 makeshift fiery swords. She grins.